Hey guys, it's Nat and the Twinnies. Say hi, Twinnies. And Miss Betty Lou. We are in our Mitsubishi Outlander Sport this week, checking out everything that this car has to offer and seeing where the road takes us. Ever hear of Macy's? Well, there it is. Kind of. You can kind of see it. But this is called Herald Square.
It's so cool to look at all the view from this roof. See the New York City skies.
Oh, but that view's pretty cute too. It has a panoramic roof. It's not a sunroof, but it's a roof. That's cuckoo. Look at that. What a great city I live in. So we're still driving and we picked up a passenger named Vivian.
Hello, I love this car.
She's my sister. And we are, we're gonna be driving, what, 7-8 hours to go 4 blocks? Right now we're averaging 4 miles per gallon. No, 4 miles per hour. It is 98 degrees outside, and even though I feel like the AC isn't working, it is, right? It's just 7,000 degrees. Things I love about New York City. I'm thirsty? I could go buy myself a coffee at the coffee place. Want some fruit? Fresh fruit! Did you guys see the fresh fruit? Where else? We're still by Macy's. We haven't gone like anywhere. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, Betty?
Kind of. That way.
Don't give the dog chocolate! Kids are eating M&Ms. Guys, look. We're passing Madison Square Garden.
MSG.
The home of the Knicks. The home of the Rangers. The home of overpriced tickets that I can never afford to take my kids to any sporting events. All right, we're checking off another thing on our summer bucket list. Where are we, Johnny?
Sonic!
We're at Sonic. We've never been to a Sonic before. We don't really know how this works. I've wanted to go to one for a very long time. I've begged and begged and begged our Mom Squad member Lauren to take me to one, but she refused to stop. So we are here at a Sonic. People are like literally taking food on roller skates. I've never been to one. I'm pretty excited. You could be depressed by this if you have a Sonic near you and you're like, it's no big deal. It's something that we wanted to experience. So we're checking Sonic off the list. Let's see what we're gonna order. So we got our Sonic with our, was he on skates?
Yes.
I didn't see that. He was so nice. And we got free mints. Does everybody get free mints at Sonic? This is crazy. I'm so excited. Will we be back?
Not really.
No. We're good, Sonic. Thanks so much for having us. We're out. What do you think this is going to be like?
I think it's going to be amazing and awesome and kind of scary because this horse is breaking me out.
What's his
Because you
name?
could do that with a leaf, and you could probably do that with my fingers. But they seem really sweet.
Hey guys, that's Jen. Hey everybody. So we're having another Mitsubishi Adventure Day, and we're doing, this is a first. We're shopping with no children around. Look guys, there's no kids. There's no twins. There's no random people. No teenagers. It's quiet. It's nice. You could look at things and you could be like, how much is that shirt? I don't really like it. I'm not gonna buy it. So if I have to say, this might be my favorite Mitsubishi day we've had.
I think so. Mitsubishi summer is fun.
I like it. I'm trying on clothes with no one around. Paradise.
Let's talk about the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. This a 2.4-liter engine, 168 horsepower,
and 24 miles per gallon.
Who doesn't love Sportronic wheel paddle shifters? That panoramic sunshade. Dun, 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 dun.
And what about that Rockford Fosgate audio system?
I like Cake by the Ocean.
Alright guys, so I want to sum up the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport for you. Let's get right to it. So guys, me and Betty just want to tell you that this car drove a little bit differently than any other car that we have test driven to date. It has something called a CVT, which stands for Continuously Variable Transmission, meaning that the car is going to judge the speed of the car, not the speed of the car, it's gonna adjust the way that the engine is running based on the speed that you're going and the hills, and it's taking a lot of different things into consideration. So it definitely is a very complicated transmission. Does this mean that this was a better transmission? Initially, when I started driving it, I found that the way that it revved was kind of uncomfortable, and then it had you know, the different setting where you could set it up so that you could use the paddle shifters. But all in all, initially I did not enjoy driving it. I was driving it and I was like, ugh, I can't stand it. Then there was little things that also bothered me, like the fact that on the rear seats, only one of the rear seats has a seat pocket where the other one doesn't. So when my twins are sitting in the back, they're like, why do you get a pocket? Why? I have no idea why they would do that. I don't really understand that. That's another thing that was a little bizarro. Also, the other thing is we've done the test drive of the regular Outlander, and that car seemed to be much larger. So you would assume that the Outlander Sport and the Outlander would be on the same chassis. However, that is not the case, which is very unusual. I would have really thought that there would be little difference between the Outlander and the Outlander Sport. And I didn't love driving the Outlander, but the Outlander Sport, I feel like I don't even understand why they named it the same thing. It makes absolutely no sense to me. It should have like a totally different name, like the Entourage. I don't know. Is there a car by that name? Another thing that was unusual is that the trunk space is small, considering that this is supposed to be, you know, a 4-door SUV. I don't see how this could be considered an SUV, but this is. It's considered a 4-door SUV. I'm just really a little bit confused about that. I find that it is just way too cramped to be called an SUV. I could see if it was called a compact SUV or something, maybe I would understand, but no, I don't really get that either. Now listen, there was bad news, but there's good news too. The good news is that what do you want for a car that's starting price is under $20,000? It did. It got me reliably from point A to point B, safely from point A to point B. This didn't have a nav system, but I was able to hook up my phone and use it for the navigation system. I was able to connect it to Bluetooth so I can make phone calls while I was driving. I thought that was good. The interior of the car was very, very quiet. That was something that I noticed that I thought was better than some of the other cars that I've driven. Another thing is their climate control system worked wonderfully. Oh, and I loved the panoramic roof, but it doesn't open. Why doesn't it open? I don't know why it doesn't open. So it's totally for show. I don't know if everybody's gonna love that. I think it might be a little frustrating, but the silver lining is that it was lined with beautiful lights. So when you were driving at night, this whole area up here would light up, and that was kind of cool. Between horse camp, the Sonic drive-in, shopping alone, this Mitsubishi did allow me to have a great week with the Twinnies and my family. So thank you to Mitsubishi for giving me the opportunity to test drive this Outlander Sport, and I look forward to see what next week brings us. See you on the road.